Alright, so for my learning center, it is directed for first graders. It is called Are We Going Up or Are We Going Down? So it's for addition and subtraction. It does cover a few standards. First one is students are able to solve addition and subtraction problems up to the number 20. They can also solve for the unknown whole number and can do 10 more or 10 less. Alright, so for my first activity, it's called Counting Cups. So students are supposed to come to the Learning Center and they grab a cup, and then there's random objects in the cup, and then they start counting. So they dump it out and start counting. So I mean, here I have like a little flower, a little keychain, and however objects they have in the cup, they label it on this worksheet. And it's a really simple activity, so I started off there. Second activity is called Build It. So students are going to come to the Learning Center and grab a bag of Unifix cubes. They're also going to grab these cards right here. So they complete each card as they go. So for the first one it says build 4, add 8. So for build 4, they are to grab a color of, let's say they're going to get the red. They're going to build 4, connect the 4 of the Unifix cubes. Then they are to add 8 more, so they're going to use the blue. Then they're going to count how many ever they have and put the number in their corresponding box. For the third activity, it's called Dominoes. So here I provided 2 worksheets for the students. One's addition and the other one's subtraction. So students here are also going to grab a bag of dominoes. And for example, this domino, okay, so on one side it has 3, the other side has 5. They are to label the number to the corresponding box, so this would be 3, this would be 5, then they are to add. And same goes for the subtraction one. The next activity is just the regular worksheet. It's the 10 more, 10 less. So it's a little spaceship, and on the spaceship there's numbers like 6, 29, 17, and students are to connect to the according number. So either they're adding 10, so for example if it's 6, they're going to connect it to 16, and if they're going to do, or subtracting 10, so if it's 16, they're going to connect it to the number 6. And I have for them to check their answers, I have the answer sheet in the back, but they would just come up and grab it. So for my following activity, it's called Self-Correcting Math Flowers. So what I did is I made a little pot of flowers. Each flower has a problem. So for example, this one's 8, take away 2. Students grab a little scratch paper and solve the problem there. Then they are to check their answer. They just pull it out and the answer is on the bottom. It also works for an unknown number. So I have 1 plus what equals 12. Same thing, they pull it out and it's going to be 11. And finally, I did a game, because each activity I have is for individual work. The last one is going to be partners. So it's called Uno 20. What students are going to do is, it's going to be 2 players. So I'm going to have a pile of Uno cards. Each student as they go is going to draw a card. So the first player is going to draw the number 6. So they're going to lay that down the pile next to it, and the next one's going to do 4. They are to add it up, so they're going to get 11, and they're going to continue adding until they reach number 20. Now, if they pass 20, they are going to start subtracting, and the student who wins is the one who gets exactly 20. And for my assessment, I just have some 2-digit addition problems and subtraction. And the way I'd be recording if they're completing the assignments or activities is I have these little popsicle sticks and they are to put their names, and all the worksheets they're going to be putting it into that little bin right there. And